Hello, my name's Colin Whittle. I first started supporting Newcastle when my dad took us to the matches in the early 60s. I was put on the front of the terrace in the Poplar End, or the East Stand as it's now called, and I've followed Newcastle since then. For me, it's not a business. Football's a sport. Newcastle United are a sporting institution. I think the thing that best sums it up as far as I'm concerned is that famous quote from Bobby Robson when he talked about the passion, the pride and the belonging in the city. And that's what Newcastle United feels for me. And I have to say that under the ownership of Mike Ashley, I think that's been eroded. So that's why I support the boycott.
Hi, I'm Dan Gordon. I'm 24 years old. I've supported Newcastle United for 20 years of my life, and I'm supporting the boycott on Sunday and the Ashley Out campaign in general. Basically because when I look at the club now, it's not the same club I supported as a boy. I used to look at Newcastle United and see them as a fighting underdog, people who'd strive for better, and now when I see it now, I just see it as a money-making machine for one individual who cares nothing about the people of the city it represents. I encourage everybody to boycott the match on Sunday, because the way the club's on its knees at the minute, we've got absolutely nothing to lose but everything to gain. Support the boycott.
My name's Kieran Donaghy. I'm 24 years old. I've supported Newcastle United since the mid-1990s. It's Kevin Keegan's Ender-Tears era. I've lived in Newcastle for the last couple of years. I've been a boycotter all that time. When it came to deciding which university to go to, growing up in Ireland, there was only one place I wanted to go to, and that was Newcastle upon Tyne, due to the affections that I have for this club. Unfortunately, whilst Newcastle United not synonymous with winning league titles, cup competitions, they've always been synonymous with hope, with passion, with excitement. Going into the new season, you always have the feeling that this season was our season. This season was the time when something magic would happen. Unfortunately, under the 8 years under Mike Ashley, he's taken that magic and he's replaced that with apathy. It's an apathy that's crippling the club. Looking around, it's just sweeping every single fan that you come in contact with. Unfortunately, Mike Ashley has divided the fan base. He's pitted fan against fan, and this Sunday we have an opportunity to stand behind each other once again with a united voice. So I urge every single fan to come along on Sunday and support for the boycott. Thanks.
My name's Wallace Wilson. I've supported Newcastle since 1962. That's 53 years and counting. And I've never seen the club in this sort of state before. It's no longer a club which is dedicated to winning things. It's just a club which is there to make money for one individual. Support the boycott.
My name's Andy Burnham. I've been a season ticket holder now with my dad for 15 years, sitting in the Lasers End. I urge everyone to support the boycott. I'll be missing my first home game after all this time, because we're no longer a football club. We're just a branch of Sports Direct, looking to make money for one man alone. Like I say, we're not trying anymore. We're an apathetic club. When the club's openly coming out and saying we're not going to try in cup competitions because it'll compromise our league position, you know, I think it's time we take a stand. And people are making us out to be idiots at the minute, but we need to take a stand and show that we want to fight for this club and make it the best it can be. Because at the minute we're the only club in Britain who doesn't want to try and be the best they can be. They just want to sit in mediocrity and make as much money as possible while neglecting the city and the people in the city. So I urge you all to support the boycott.
Hi, I'm Liam Small. I've been following Newcastle United ever since my father brought us here for my first game when I was 5 or 6 years old against Oxford United. I didn't renew my season ticket this year. It wasn't an easy decision for us to make, but for me this club is no longer the club that I fell in love with. There's no atmosphere in the ground anymore, there's no passion, there's no ambition, and worst of all, under this regime there's no hope. That's why I urge every Newcastle United fan out there to back the boycott. It's about time we took the club back. Cheers.